Excellent.
Hey, what's up folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noel Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is my brother Pedro.
Good morning everybody, I'm Pedro, Creative Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
That's right, this is where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. We're hanging out in the Discord chat room. If folks want to hang out with us in the tunnel, we're hanging out in the tunnel here, tunnel view. Woo! We are hanging out there. If you have any questions throughout the show, please drop them in the Discord live broadcast channel. That's where we get them.
Yep, I'll gather them up, and when we have a little pause or gap between little segments, we will answer them. Giving shout outs to everybody hanging out in the chat rooms. We got Adenius, Dean in the YouTube chat. We're also on Twitch, and of course on the Discord. Like you mentioned, we got Mark Gambler, Mr. Certainly Bruce hanging out. Thank you all for joining us this morning.
Yeah, we have some fun demos and things planned for you folks, so hopefully everything goes well. Audio seems to be working great. So let's run through the show's intros and we'll jump right into the demos and things. Real quick, Adafruit is open and safe, so of course if you want to put in your orders, check and you're concerned, check out all the different safety protocols that Adafruit has been doing this whole time to make sure that your orders are safe. All right. We have some freebie deals going on as well. The latest offerings are a ton of STEMMA boards. These are randomly added, and we make sure you don't get two of the same twice. Lots more details on adafruit.com/free. And then we still have the other tiers, the legacy ones, sort of the legacy ones. $99 or more, you get a free Perma Proto half-size breadboard. For $150 or more, you get the STEMMA, a free STEMMA. Along with the Perma Proto. For $200 or more, you get all of that plus UPS ground shipping. And for $300 or more, you get all that plus the Circuit Playground Express. Again, all the details are there at adafruit.com/free. Last week was CircuitPython day. We helped out Dan Helbert do a live stream on getting started with CircuitPython. So if you missed that one, please check it out. It's a very, very fun one.
Yeah, it was quite popular. Everybody was saying that they love these intro little tutorials on how to set up your CircuitPython project. So Dan is brainstorming up some other ones that could be very useful for everybody just getting started. So definitely check out that video. It is a whole playlist on the entire CircuitPython day that Scott has put together. So definitely check out the YouTube so you can watch the replay of all of those.
CircuitPython meetings happen every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. They happen live in the Adafruit Discord server. You guys can hit that up at discord.gg/Adafruit or adafru.it/Discord. But yeah, today was at Monday 2 p.m. This week, rather. On the topic of Python on hardware, shout out to the team. We hit a milestone, 100th issue of Python on Microcontrollers newsletter, Python on Hardware video, Adafruit Daily. So if you want to subscribe to that, if you're not already, please do so. Go to adafruitdaily.com and pick your topics of interest. Not just Python on hardware, but also 3D printing, biohacking, maker business, and more. For newsletters that are focused on just Adafruit products, this one goes out once a week. It's the new newsletter, adafruit.com/newsletter. That's where you can get that one. I have a banner here for Discord. We're hanging out in the Discord chat room. That's where we are. And links are always in that purple header above us, along with some media handles.
All right, so last week we didn't have a show, but we were streaming, like we mentioned earlier, getting started with CircuitPython, and then we had a Spanish show and tell with Arvro and Katney. And during that stream, we showed off last week's project that we thought we'd show off again, since it was completely in Spanish. If you want to watch that again with our broken Spanish, trying to explain
we did our best.
And asking how do we say this in Spanish.
Right.
So a couple weeks ago, we did these really nice Lego mounts for the feather. It was for the neon sign. It was a little busy sign, so you can always have alerts on when you're having meetings or when your kid is in school. And one of the things that we made were these nice little feather mounts that came in super handy for arranging the letters and the feather on the back as well. So we had these nice little base plates. We have these in several different sizes, in stud and in tube form. Lamar was saying, hey, why don't you make a bunch of these for all of the different size STEMMA boards that we have? So we have a ton of different sizes, ranging from the 0.5 all the way up to 1.4 inches. I want to say, units. Yeah, freedom units. For whatever reason, we're still using those.
Yeah, and working.
A lot of these sizes are completely edible, so you can make all of the different sizes because there's so many STEMMAs coming out. And one of the things we wanted to make sure is that we had a bunch of accompanying components that could be attached. So we have not only all of the different STEMMA sizes, but we have FeatherWing doublers as well. So you can have a nice little circuit assembly there. We also have all of the required battery components as well. So you have different sizes, like we said before, tubed or the peg variations of these. And this is a nice little demo showing the VL53LOX. It's a time of flight distance sensor. It's like a nice little, a social distance alert or something like that. And one of the things we're highlighting here is just the modularity of all the STEMMA connections. Since it's just a wire, you don't have to solder anything, but you do have those pins broken out for whatever reason, like if you want to make it even more compact. But when you're in the prototyping stage, you can have these arranged in any order. And like we were saying before, not just that, but the accompanied components as well. So we have like 22 milliamp hour cylindrical batteries. We have the pocket holders for like a 500 or a 1200 milliamp hour battery. Not only that, but we also have like the, not the STEMMA QT, but the larger STEMMA, like the Grove connectors. So we have these as well.
It's a JST PH? Yeah, PH. The smaller one is the SH thing.
Yeah, so like the PDM mic, which is not STEMMA, but has a similar connection. We wanted to make sure everybody was able to come to the party and have these little tiny Lego compatible pieces for that as well. These are just little pegs that hold onto the little
mounting holes.
Little mounting holes for all of the boards. Most all of our boards have the mounting holes, so super useful for that. And then what was the other thing I wanted to mention? Yes, a switch, which
our favorite slide switch.
Yeah,
so
one of the most used slide switch that we have. Let me see. I think I have it right here. We have several other ones as well. And we have this in the stud form, so you can have this on the bottom, and all of these just snap together. One of the interesting things that I had to do to have these print without any supports is we split it right down the center of here, so these are actually printed in two pieces and just glued together. So there is no need for having supports, especially since there's the overhang on all of the edges would make it probably not work with any of the base plates. So that's one of the key things that we did there. All of these are split in two, so you just have to glue them together. You can have the most optimal printing for all of your little, optimal in terms of strength for all of the pegs so they don't just break off, as well as having nice and clean print, so you don't have any overhangs to worry about. And then that's the other thing we wanted to mention.
The Learn Guide's ready if you want to load that.
Learn Guide, yeah, let's go ahead and check that out. Oh, this is what I want to mention.
What's that? AdaBot?
AdaBot,
Hello.
Compatible. And we had a whole guide on this if you want to grab yourself a nice little Lego AdaBot. He is completely Lego compatible, so all of, just like a Lego minifig, all of the pieces come apart, the little hands, the feet, everything is Lego compatible. I think rip
Cool.
off his
I'd love to
legs.
see him printed in like DLP. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We don't have
So
one
you
anymore.
can mix and match your Adabot. And people were mentioning that we need a Blinka Lego compatible minifig as well. So we definitely got to get on that one. Let's go ahead and jump into the Learn Guide and check out. Super simple. It is pretty much just an explanation of everything I just said.
Yep.
Why this is a nice little thing to have. I've seen a couple people uploading a bunch of remixes on our Thingiverse page for other components they have that they want to make Lego compatible. One of the cool things about Lego is that they're really like setting themselves up as a universal connection standard. We saw some like teaser videos where they're having partnerships with Adidas and Levi's, so they're definitely got more bigger plans. They just released a bunch of IKEA compatible like furniture, so that's really cool way to think about it in terms of connections for like not only like wearables and furniture, but you can obviously implement all these cool boards as well. So if you want to make like a cool little STEM, like little robot for education, is a really good way to have all those pieces fit together.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go ahead and look at the 3D printing page. This shows you all of the links to all of the editable files. So they're all in Fusion 360. They're all just patterns. So if you want to have more or less studs, or if you want to arrange them in a different way, you have access to all of those. We give all those away. Or if you just want to print the STLs for those, you can get a whole zip file of all of the different sizes, because you can see there is a ton of them.
There's a good amount. They're all broken out so that they're specific to the board size. Okay. How do you know what the board size is?
You just measure it with a.
Okay, it doesn't. I was thinking, like, is there a label on the board that says 0.1?
No, unfortunately, there isn't.
I mean, it's not unfortunate. Like that one says 0.1. Nah, that's
It's
the size
the
of the OLED.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
mind. Okay. Yeah, I can see how that's a little bit. It could be a little.
I mean, you could.
Figure out what the number is.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need a caliper to
Yeah,
measure these
okay.
out anyway.
All right, just throwing that out there.
You can put
So it's
all
like,
of these
oh,
on
you
a
match
plate, and it would take about, I don't know, 40 minutes to print
Oh,
every
all
single
of
one of
them?
them.
I see.
Yeah,
Right.
so they're not too bad in terms of print time.
Yeah.
Since there's no support
So
required for any
the
of that.
number is just the width or the length of the board?
It's the width. Yeah.
Okay, so the width of the board.
Yep.
All right, cool. That's how it's
All
measured.
broken out.
Cool.
And then a nice little spiel
Nice glue
there
here.
on slicing your parts, the settings that I used on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Print just a little bit hotter to make the pins a little bit more stronger.
Okay.
And as I was saying before, all of these come completely split apart, so you can glue all those together using our favorite glue here.
Yeah.
And yeah, just a couple dabs of that.
Yep.
And it is pretty fast in terms of adhering.
Cool. Well, there you go. Check them out. I hope you guys enjoy it. Also threw it up on Thingiverse, so if folks want to
Yes.
post
Check
up a
all
make
those
or
out.
post up a remix, whenever Thingiverse decides to work. It worked literally yesterday, huh?
Yep. Always lucky when we get to upload things and there's no problems with the site.
That's fun. Yeah, that's why I upload to Prism. So, so cool. Excellent. Our internet says it's like not working. I'm sure we're streaming just fine, but Wirecast is freaking out. Yeah, we're fine.
We're good.
It's just Wirecast freaking out.
So
Because
if
it saw the Thingiverse. It was like, ah!
so if you want to get all the links to this, if you want to, or yeah, definitely tag us in any of your cool little
Yeah, it'd be
modular
cool to see
projects.
some stuff. I'd love to share it on the blog. And
This one's so cool. The little time of flight. Definitely got to make the project with that.
yeah, for sure.
So cool. And yeah, really nice way. Just search like Lego inside of Learn. You can see all of the different
That's a
Lego
good idea,
projects we
actually.
worked on. A bunch of like
Let's
tape
do that.
projects. There's a bunch of.
I love Cricut. Remember the Cricut
robotic
platform
ones?
LED Lego?
That one was my
There's the
favorite one.
Adabot. It was also a webcam blocker.
Mhm.
We did things like a little lamp, a little compatible battery case.
These
List goes on.
the printed tape one is super cool. You don't need any
This
adhesives.
is before it was like available in Walmart. It's
Yeah.
really nice. These are a lot of fun. We've had so much fun with Lego stuff.
Mhm.
And
we have all the Ninja Flex. If you want to try that out, it's so cool being able to attach things to a window without any adhesives.
That's pretty neat.
Nice little cleany
really
action that happens.
Okay, so our Lego will continue to go.
I'm sure there'll be more.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into the two things that we're prototyping this week.
Yes.
We have a set of FeatherWings behind us and some musical stuff as well. So let's bring out the FeatherWings. Here they are. Pedro constructed some new ones. We've been following a tutorial by a couple makers who make awesome FeatherWings that you can wear. So this is Bristol board that has been cut on a pre-cut vinyl cutter. So it's this Bristol board. It's been spray painted. We layered this iridescent cellophane type stuff that was heat. What did you do? Heat pressed it with an easy press?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to have you talk into this because I didn't construct
so
the wings.
So using the pre-cut, we're using the iridescent cellophane that Aaron St. Blaine found for doing all of the really cool gem and crystal projects. And I used some glitter spray paint for the membranes of the wings.
Put it on my back while you talk about it.
And then you made this really cool, what's it called? Like a backpack to hold all of the servos, the feather, and of course the battery and all that.
Yep.
So these are so cool. Can't believe how good they came out. We have like a wire that's in the top here to give it some stability. And
yeah, they're flopping a bit. So there's a wire that runs down the frame here. There you go, thanks. Yeah, so you can't even see it, but yeah, it just made it slightly thicker, so I reprinted this piece. What else? The battery's in there. We're using a 5-volt mini boost so that we can just use one battery to power the FeatherWing, the Servo FeatherWing off of this one battery, which is really great. I'm printing all of these pieces in this lovely color. It's a transparent green. Just to give it a little better aesthetic to it. What else can we say about it? So we got to start documenting up the stuff. I think we're ready to get this going.
Come out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're kind of releasing it as like a thing that you can build on top of. That's why we have the Servo FeatherWing. It has up to 8 channels, so that's great. So you can add ears, wings, more limbs, appendages, whatever you like. That's why we're using the FeatherWing, the Servo FeatherWing. Here it is here. Yeah, I thickened up the base plate a little bit so it's a little bit more rigid. Added some fillets, and I'm printing these pieces. These gray ones here look a little dark, so I'm printing them again in the seafoam green from Filamentum. What else about it?
Trying to get some Tinkerbell vibes in there.
So cutting the wire, it goes up here. It's kind of hard to show it. So let me flap the wings down. There you go, and you can get a better look. It looks really nice to have that extra depth of, that extra shine of iridescence. But yeah, this is spray painted Bristol board. So yeah, I cut it up. Nice jobs on the paths and stuff.
Yeah, it took a little bit of work to try to figure out how to get the workflow to, just to get the workflow down.
Yeah.
We started off with trying to do like a 3D printed version of this. So we have one of the full...
Which you still can. This is...
which I might actually still try.
It's heavy.
Yeah,
You're going to strip your motors.
That's the whole reason why we went with the Bristol board. Yeah. We also tried it out with some chipboard.
Which I guess would work, but I don't know. I think Bristol board is cutting cleaner on your pre-cut. And then there's the whole thing of like, pressure settings and...
I think the Bristol board, because it's 4-ply, is definitely more thicker than the chipboard that we were using.
So it takes longer to cut on the vinyl cutter.
Yeah, we'll go over all of that when we release the project. We try different sizes too.
Yeah, the small one works okay. It's just not, if you're doing, I guess, like a kid or a small person, you can use these small wings. Or an animal or something, if you want to put it on your dog, you can.
Yeah, that would fit on a dog.
It would fit on a dog. I don't recommend it, but that's an option.
Especially if he smells something in the grass and wants to roll around in it.
Here goes your wings.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
Light is saying that's so very satisfying to see the wings powered by a FeatherWing.
Yeah, that's definitely on brand. Yeah. And then I guess to go off of that, I took some time to really chat about the design in CAD, how I put it together in Fusion. So I'm looking at here like a 1-minute clip of me doing this. So I talk about how we put it together, how the joints are working, and just a little odds and ends of like putting that together. So if folks want to check that out, I think it's about a 20-minute video or so. A little bit of a deep dive on putting together the CAD stuff, because something new to me. I haven't quite done this sort of thing, but it was really fun to do and figure it out.
Tons of tips and tricks in that layer by layer.
Yeah, folks are digging it, so check that out. It is up there, linked in the description too. Those are the wings.
Super cool.
Fly away.
And then Aaron saying that after these we got to work on some dragon wings as well.
Yeah, I'll have to do some other
did some research on how to do the linkages for those as well. And cool. In the Discord, Andy Calloway is posting the shot from, what was the name of this movie?
It's like X-Men? No.
No, it's when Ben Affleck is like the fallen angel. What was it?
Dogma?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that scene in Dogma. Is it really Dogma? Okay.
I believe so.
I'll have to rewatch the movie. Yeah, it's a good one. Sweet. All right, are we ready to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's go ahead and check out some MIDI synths.
Sweet. So this one's a collab project with Liz Clark. She put together a MIDI melody maker, is what she's calling it, and that's a good name. This is a CircuitPython powered MIDI USB instrument. So the idea is to, she's getting into Euro rack synths and wanted a way to kind of have melodies going without having to have your keyboard, so you're always kind of trying to test out the sound by pressing a button. This guy will automate the process for you and give you an assortment of different modes, keys, BPMs, and beats per measure, right? Yeah, I think that's what BPM is. So let's...
it's so funny. I don't know the terminology, I just know how to make music.
I just know how to do it. Okay, so that's a little bit of it. So there's some
automation going on.
Yeah, there's 3 different parameters here, 4 or 5 actually. The first one here is controlling the key. So that's just playing the key of the scale. And then the mode is, there's different ones. You have fifths, you have minor triads, major triads, and then scale. The scale one works really well with different instruments. So I have Logic set up here. So here's a good example of that working with the scales. The last parameter here is like beats, so you can do a quarter of a beat, half note, eighths, and sixteenths. The slider here is for controlling the BPM, so right now it's set to 95, 220, back to 60. And then this last one just messes with modulation. So if you want to, control your vibrato or something else in your synth, you can adjust it there. The button is a latching on-off button, and that allows you to just let it run or stop it like I did now. So when I play it, I just let it run, and it's a latching button. And it's the LED latching button that we have in the shop. I've been using this with Logic Pro. I just picked it up actually when we did our MIDI, what is it called? Our MIDI solenoid drum project. When we did that, I needed to get Logic, so I purchased it. And this has been a really fun way to test all the different paths and synths in Logic. So I'm actually not familiar with all the latest ones. So I've been having a lot of fun with it, and it's a great way to test out your patches or your Euro rack synths if you have them. It's a lot of fun. That's the one of the patches in the Alchemy synth, which I'm not too familiar with, so that's a lot of fun to play with. Yeah, there's just different. I'm missing a lot of detail to it, but there's a lot going on here. So it's all CircuitPython. This is the STEMMA OLED display, and listed a really fun little thing here. There's the Blinka, and she animates her head, goes with the BPM.
No way. That's some awesome little detail.
I love this thing. It's so fun to play with.
Amazing.
So I figured, all right, she's getting into Euro rack synth, so I might as well follow suit with not getting Euro sax, but designing for it in mind. So this is all CNC mills on our Bantam Tools other mill. This is
cherry?
Walnut, actually. So it's walnut. This is an acrylic, purple acrylic, and then I used the vinyl cutter with some holographic decals to just really make these pop. I did a little triangle there, let you know that's like kind of the play button. And just a little bit of style to it, I think, adds niceness to it. We have these little knobs in the shop as well. They just pop right off. These are the analog log style. Is it algorithmic? Is that the style? I think that's the style of pots. But I really like using the OLED STEMMA Breakout because I was able to daisy chain all of the grounds for everything going into just the ground here. So it gives you another set of things. So here it is outside of the case. Really, really small, but like you get a lot of text in there. You get your two STEMMA connectors, and then you have your additional headers, pins, so you can share power and ground to things. This is like the heart and soul of this project. Of course, the Feather is in there. This is the Feather M4 running the latest version of CircuitPython. And yeah, I'm excited to get on version 2. So Lamar said, yeah, Adafruit MIDI FeatherWing kit. So your Euro rack on the back here will allow you access to those two ports. It's like super flat. The Bantam
fits
tools.
the theme of the Euro rack / MIDI little theme there.
Yeah, and the design's a little parametric. I'll do like a little layer by layer on how I put that together. It's a nice break from 3D printing. There's no 3D printing here. It's all
standoff screws that we have in the shop.
That's right. Yeah, those are M25 standoffs that we have in the shop. And
we have some requests from Charles Calvin on the YouTube chat saying, play Sanctuary Guardian.
I don't know if I can play that here.
And then we have a command on the Discord saying, there's no way I would take that off my desk. I would annoy everyone at the office with whatever instrument loop satisfied me at the moment. This is definitely, I heard this all week, and I have no complaints. It sounds so amazing.
What's really fun is like you can completely make your own modes. So if you don't like triads, if you like different scales, you can customize them yourself. When I have more time, I'd like to do a drum version of this. So however your drum is set up, like it's always a certain like arrangement. I think you can do some pretty sweet modes or patterns that you'll just have some nice beats going on while you're trying to kind of fine tune your sample or whatever. So I think that's cool. I think inspiration was from like the Pocket Operator. So she kind of took a little bit of that and said like, how can I have a little box that can play me these things while I'm tuning and fine tuning all the different sounds. So she came up with this. It's a great idea.
Oh,
and
amazing.
Lots of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the little detail of the
Blinka.
Yeah.
She still wants to do a little bit more UI stuff, like adding some lines as borders to give it more separation. Maybe we'll make a updated Blinka. Maybe she can move around somewhere. But yeah, I think that's neat to have that little slithering Blinka head. Super cool. Purple, of course, it matches with the CircuitPython aesthetic. The walnut and purple go hand, like really good mix there.
Yeah, some really nice acrylic colors. I think you got it from Inventables.
Yeah, I got all the stuff from, including the wood. I got the wood from Inventables too. It's an inch. Is it a half inch? I think it's a half inch. A half inch wood, something like that. I had to surface it down to like 12 millimeters. And it's been fun cutting metal, and I mean wood, with our little jigsaw. All right, so that's what we're working on. Give us like 2 weeks or something to come out with a learn guide.
I think the project for next week, we haven't even showed off.
We haven't even showed off. Yeah, I haven't even got the road yet.
Liz has been
Liz is
posting it.
She's been having fun with the Party Parrot, so we'll see some Party Parrot stuff next week, I think. I hope. We plan for.
All right. Awesomeness all around. Everybody's liking the synths and the wings.
That's great.
Super cool. These are always so much fun to work on.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go ahead and jump into Community Makes.
Okie dokie. Community Makes. Here we go.
I did bring out the one that we showed off 2 weeks ago. It was the collapsible tower for D&D dice. I don't know what it is because this one's so much cooler. It is
It's huge.
This awesome helmet from Black Panther, of course, the untimely death of Chad Boseman. We want to make like a tribute, nice little helmet that he adorned.
Such great detail.
Yeah, the detail on this is so amazing. Which camera should I show this off on? Probably this one.
Sure.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why I couldn't get this out on time was because the printers kept going down. So it is with printers, there's like so many different little pieces and parts that broke, and then like even the software had to be updated.
Yeah,
There's like a bug which PSA announcement, if you're using Cura 4.7, upgrade to 4.7.1. There's some retraction issues that was going on with that. But yeah, check out how
detailed.
The detail on this, the curves that they used to cut all of this out is amazing. Really love all
No supports. How?
There's no supports on this guy. So the way that I oriented this was that it's completely flat like that. There was actually some additional geometry down here, like for the neck area. So when you put this on, you could see exactly what was cut off. And that was to not have to use any supports. So you did have to orient this in a certain way. I'll probably upload the 3MF file, which is the Cura format. That'll have all the settings and the orientation for this, how it's sunk into the bed, to have that go out.
Did you modify the STL?
The size is about 104%, so like 4% bigger. And that was so when I was testing just the bottom layer here, like the first couple. Yeah, I just wanted to, I tested it out to make sure that it fit my head. But of course, it's not representative of what the other size is as it gets taller.
Right.
So I just put this guy
There's
on.
some room there.
Yeah. And it's a little big, but you can see outside of it. There are additional eye pieces.
Really?
It's like a grid that you could print out. I didn't do that.
Okay.
And yeah, you have nice little breathing
Yeah, all the
area
holes
here.
are nicely opened
And we're using the Sunlu Silk Black PLA for this. And it's all printed in one go on the CR10 Pro.
Let's see that print. Look at this. That's me.
Looks so amazing.
Look at this. Whoa.
Yeah, so when I'm not doing time lapses, the retraction will be a lot more better. It's because it has to retract to get out of the way for the camera to be able to take a photo. So that's why you're seeing some of the retraction on there. It's pretty easy to clean up, so it's not too bad in terms of the cleanup for this. Yeah, you can see just how lovely it looks like with all the detail on there. It's freaking amazing. And yeah, the silk black PLA is killer with the sheen on it. I know, it's so amazing.
No finishing on this, just straight out of the printer.
Yeah, we're on
Pretty
our
nice.
third roll of this because I like this stuff so much.
All right. Well, let's take a look at the Thingiverse.
Yeah, check out the Thingiverse for this.
This page is working. I don't know what happened to ours, but this one's
And
working.
there you can see the nice little grid eye pieces, and you can see there the geometry on that I sunk into the bed.
Thingiverse user, the artist Tom Lacey.
He makes a bunch of really cool
That's
Avengers or superhero themed, nice sculpting all around. There's
Miles.
Dr.
Zoidberg. Spyro.
A helmet? Wow.
Spider-Man.
We got a bunch of...
That's amazing stuff.
What was that, the armor?
Huge shout
I
out
gotta
to Tom
start,
Lacey.
I'm sure if you guys like that, I'm sure you must have seen the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer.
Yeah.
We gotta start completing the helmet with the armor and all that. It looks like he's already modeled some. If you scroll all the way down, it looks like he was already working on armor of some sort. Ant-Man, Wasp, which we did model the Wasp helmet
Yeah, with like
That was cool.
a small little screenshot of the. There it is.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah. And here's the other one. Like the
Wait, no, that was
V2.
Ant-Man that's Wasp.
Right, Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah.
So definitely recommend the Sunlu Silk Black PLA.
Yeah, we got
It is amazing. I love the sheen
so
on it.
check out Tom's
Quite a long time.
lovely
What
work.
was it, 49 hours and 23 minutes, I believe it was, to print that. So you definitely have to have some patience, have to make sure your machine is nicely tuned. And make sure you have a full spool of your favorite PLA.
Excellent.
We got people in the chat, posting all of the kids doing the Wakanda Forever.
Sweet.
So awesome.
Yeah, lots of mix here too.
I'm sure Shuri will take over to follow what the comic book storyline is for this.
Sweet.
But yeah, nice
Some
little way
nice
to
makes,
honor the awesomeness.
Okay.
So cool.
Excellent. Check those out. We have links to the stuff in the description, and you can check out the video as well.
Yes.
Cool.
I think we ran through the show.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to it, but there's some things that we're gonna do tonight. So, update: the show and tell has now reverted. It's now gonna start at 7:30 p.m. It's gonna be a half hour long. So right after the show and tell, it's gonna be Ask an Engineer, still an hour long, give or take, and those are at 8 p.m. Eastern Time every Wednesday. So we invite you to come on if you have anything you'd like to share. It's a great way to do it. You can hit up the Discord server. We'll throw in the StreamYard around 7:20-ish, so that folks can get ready. What else? That's that. Here we go. So I hope to see you folks there. We'll be there.
Yep, if it is busy, stick around. As people leave the show and tell, more spots will open, and you can join in and show off whatever project you're working on, or even a nice little studio tour, whatever cool projects your kids are working on, or vintage tech is always welcome. Definitely stop by every week.
Yeah, it's a great time. All right. From the Desk of Ideas, streams are happening every Sunday. At random hacker times, sometimes at 9, 10, those type of hours.
Even midnight. There's always awesome projects that she's working on. Nice product sneak peeks as well. And then every Tuesday at 4 p.m. ET, 1 p.m. PT is JP's Product Pick of the Week.
Yep,
He's going to be doing a nice roundup of all of the awesome STEMMA boards.
Excellent. And then
Check those
tomorrow
out.
is John Park's workshop. Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Make of minutes, live building, live chatting.
Always awesome projects being worked on. Ada Box is getting ready, so
that's right, yes.
you can tune in to have some sneak peeks of some of the projects that he's working on for Ada Box.
32 days until the next one ships. It's very close.
Command is saying that everything needs more RGB. It's just a fact of life.
Yeah.
Oh, because Yanni is saying that, yes, the mask, or the helmet, Black Panther helmet needs some neopixels. Absolutely.
The eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is a lot of fun. I hope you guys are staying safe out there and are feeling inspired.
Yes.
That's
awesome
going to do it for
projects coming up.
us.
We'll be showing more off of these during the week, so definitely don't forget to follow us on all the socials. Adafruit is on all of them. You can see the sneak peeks, and all of the past projects are posted every single week, so definitely check that out.
Yep. Okay. I guess last thing, don't forget, your orders help everybody out. This is a pre-COVID photo. We can't do this anymore for the time being. But until then, remember everybody to stay safe out there, and
Don't forget to make a great day.
Bye, folks. We'll see you
later
tonight.
tonight.